Imagine with me for a moment what your life would be like if you never doubted yourself again. I'm Diana Vehuni, and I'm going to share with you 3 reasons why you should never ever question your worthiness. And if these 3 are not enough, I have one more for you that I know will change everything. I promise. It took me over 4 decades to truly feel worthy. But I had some powerful realizations, and it finally clicked. And now I know that no matter what life brings to me or doesn't, it has nothing to do with how worthy I am. I know that these insights can save you years, even decades, of wasted time, anxiety, depression, and missed opportunities to enjoy more love, more success, and more fulfillment. So, reason number 1, you were born worthy, and nothing can change that. Have you ever seen a baby hesitate whether they should ask to be fed or comforted? No. They will do anything they can, which usually means crying, to get what they need. And they don't even feel guilty because they know instinctively that they deserve to be taken care of. So clearly, we were not born questioning our worth. It is something we learn. When we don't get what we want as children, we start assuming that it's because something is wrong with us. We don't deserve it. We internalize disappointment as a reflection of our value. Maybe this is the best we can do as children, but why do we continue doing this as adults rather than seeing the truth that there are many reasons why we might not always get what we want? Maybe the person we expect it from is not able to give it to us. Maybe it's a need we need to learn to fulfill ourselves. Maybe we need to communicate our needs more clearly. Or maybe what we think we want is not what we need, and there is something better waiting for us. The truth is that it has nothing to do with your worthiness. You were born worthy, and nothing, no one, no event or circumstance can take it away. Reason number 2, other people don't define our worth. We do. When we let others determine our worth, we depend on their validation, their approval, their opinions. We give away our power. We surrender control over our own lives to people and circumstances that are simply reflecting back to us our deeply held beliefs. Our environment is just like a mirror. Let me explain. Imagine you wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and don't like the way your hair looks. Something we can all relate to. And it would be pretty weird if we tried to fix our hair in the mirror, wouldn't it? And yet, this is what we often do in life. Of course, life is a lot more complex than disheveled hair upon waking up. So it is hard to see the connection between what is happening inside us and what is being reflected in our external reality. But if we want to see a different reflection out there, we have to start with what is happening in here. That's why the moment you reclaim your power and decide that you are worthy, your entire life begins to change. Your reality, sooner or later, will begin to reflect back to you what you believe to be true about yourself. It's a universal law. Reason number 3, a no is not a rejection. It means that it's time to know. How many times have you felt rejected? Whether in a relationship, a job, an opportunity, and how many times you taken it as proof that you're not good enough? This is a little embarrassing to share, but I used to be so scared to be rejected by someone else that I chose to reject myself instead, over and over, so not to give anyone else a chance to do it first. Let me know in the comments if you can relate. I really feel you. And if you're still doing it, I really hope that you will choose not to reject yourself again after hearing this. What if that no, whether we say it to ourselves or someone else does, isn't really rejection at all? What if it's actually a sign from the universe, God, life, that it's time to know something? So it's not a N-O, but a K-N-O-W. What if we're not being denied our desires, but redirected to where it can be fulfilled? What if we're being nudged or maybe even forced because we've been a little too stubborn to the next level of our growth? Maybe it is simply time for us to evolve to the next version of ourselves for whom the things we want so badly are natural and easy. I truly believe that the biggest reason we suffer is because we resist growth. Think about this. We're part of a universe that's constantly expanding and evolving. That's its nature. And because we're part of it, it's our nature too. And when we go against our nature, we block the life force that's flowing through us and expressing itself as our unique selves, and we suffer. But when we know that we're called to grow and embrace it, we succeed, we thrive, we experience happiness and fulfillment. Because real fulfillment doesn't come from what we get, it comes from who we become. Once again, here are the 3 reasons why you should never question your worth. Before we get to the ultimate one, as promised. Number 1, we're worthy and no one and nothing can change it or take it away. Number 2, we tell the world how worthy we are, not the other way around. Not in some conceited or egotistical way, of course, but simply by honoring the sacred truth of our existence as a human being. Number 3, rejection is not a no, but a sign that it is time to know something. A push from the universe to become who we were meant to be. I'm sure you're pretty convinced by now, but if there is still any shred of a doubt left about how worthy you are, here is one more. Imagine you go through your entire life still doubting what you deserve. And one day, at the end of it, you look back and wonder, what my life would have been like if I never questioned myself. How much more love, success, abundance, and happiness I could have enjoyed if I only decided sooner that I deserved it all. What would I have done for the people I love and care about? What kind of impact I would have had on the world? Please don't wait until it's too late to realize how worthy you are. You deserve to live the most beautiful, successful, meaningful, and impactful life. So let this be the moment you make that decision. Let today be the day you reclaim your power because you are worthy. I also highly recommend watching my video, The Truth About Being Good Enough, to learn why the belief that we're not good enough is based on a lie and understand the power of knowing this truth.